Good evening, friends. Welcome back to my channel, Infinite Trade. My name is Robin, and let's do a Nifty and Bank Nifty analysis for tomorrow. Uh, so yesterday I couldn't post a video. I'm extremely sorry about that. I was out in the evening and I came back late, and uh, it's my daughter's examinations also going on, and I'm pretty busy with that. And it should be over by tomorrow. I think she has the last exam tomorrow, so after that I should be a little free. And yeah, I missed to make that video, and I think if I would have made that video, it would have been easier for all of you to catch this particular trend that happened today in Bank Nifty and Nifty. So let me just reiterate what happened today. So if you remember, I had posted uh, a chart in the Telegram group in the morning, saying that this is like a sideways zone. So this is marked based on an hourly time frame. Like Bank Nifty is spending time at this particular place, and from this point, we saw a sharp selling, and this time also it happened the same. And I expected that the Bank Nifty would, fall from here to this point. So, I had a discussion with my friends that it would stop at around 42,900, 950, and that's where it took a halt to. And so basically, uh, with respect to the data, people would have had confusions about the data. I'll tell you what happened, because FIs had too much of call long, and pros had too many put shorts. So I mentioned that pros would be in a little uh, shock or in trouble because FIs did not uh, do any put shorts. So when FIs do not have put shorts and they have call longs, that means that they are not expecting that. So call longs means expecting a gap up opening. Okay. And secondly, if there is no put short means they know that the market can turn around also. So that's why you do not do a put short. Okay. So, but wherein pros had put shorts, so they had a little fear that, the if the market doesn't give a favorable opening, there is a high possibility that, the market can come down heavily. And market opened flat. Okay, so 86,000 call longs is what FIs had, and the market is opening flat, which is very dangerous for an option buyer. I hope you understand this point. So obviously, you take an option buying as your BTST call. So obviously, next day if the market opens and VIX is trading below 15 and 14, so obviously the decay is very high. So if it is opening flat means it is already showing you hefty loss, you know so they bought in a push, which came up to 500, 550, so about 100 points push. So this is where they got a chance to exit, but looking at the quantity size of FIs and pros, it was very difficult to exit and safely. Hence the market came down heavily and exactly took halt at this particular place. So now we'll see what we need to plan for tomorrow based on the data again. So sometimes the data can be a little confusing. Like, a lot of people would have thought that the market would go up, but not necessarily it will go up. You always need to think like, what you will do when you have such situations. There is a possibility you might have taken 500 quantities of Bank Nifty call thinking that the market will gap up tomorrow. And if it doesn't gap up, what you do? Obviously, you square off everything, you know. So that's how things happen today. So now, after this fall, the data is also more bearish, and that is a call for concern here. The FIs closed 5,500 longs that they had, and they added 22,000 shorts here. Okay, so this number is increasing significantly, like from 14,000 directly, the jump is to 41,500. And if you look at the options, they are net short on calls and net long on puts. Similarly, pros also are net short on calls and net long on puts. Okay, so this indicates that uh, we have strong resistance in the market. And secondly, if there are put longs, that means the market has a possibility of a sharp travel on the downside, but that depends on a favorable opening also. Okay. So we'll discuss where it can be a favorable opening for them and how the market can trade tomorrow. So overall data is bearish, but since both of them are on the same side, it becomes difficult for the market to make a trending move because the quantity is huge and tomorrow it's expiry and they have to exit or profit book their position also. So the market can be a little consolidating tomorrow. Okay. So now let's discuss the levels. So this is a 15-minute chart. Now, see, buying in Bank Nifty should only be above this level. Okay. So we are still trading in this sideways zone. Okay. So this is basically sideways or a consolidation zone. So all that we do is, we come from this place to this midpoint, then we may return. Then when we break this midpoint, we come to this place and then we take a U-turn, we take resistance at this point. If we break this, we go to this point. So this is where we are trading at the moment. So what is this range? This is around 43,430, and on the downside it is around 42,900. Okay, and the midpoint is around 43,200. So this is the level that Bank Nifty has been trading for the past few days. So now what should be your plan? So Bank Nifty definitely, as anticipated, it has taken a halt here. But tomorrow, what could be the best trade? Okay, so we have strong resistance in the market. Both FIIs and pros are bearish. So what you do here is basically the best trade would be a gap up trade. Okay, so imagine we open gap up and somehow we manage to go to this 43,200. I think this should be the best place to go short, and your target should be around 42,950 or 43,000 for that fact. Okay. So why I'm saying this could be the best trade, because we have strong resistance in the market, and this gap up could help retail traders to book their positions. Because if you see here, retail traders are completely bullish. Call short of around 1,60,000 and nearly about 4,64,000 call longs. Okay, call longs and put short basically. So they'll get an exit window here. So obviously they'll book the profits, and eventually it will slow down and come down to this place. So this would help FIs and pros make money. And this gap up would not really, show them a heavy loss, because we are still, the VIX is trading around 15. So this gap up opening will also not hurt them much. So this is why I'm saying that this could be the best trade. So we take a trade here and we book somewhere here. Now, what if the market opens flat? If the market opens flat, so flat opening means, I always say that it is a cautious opening. Okay, anything can happen. Because why cautious? Imagine that there will be some people who would have bought call options, there would be some people who would have bought put options, expecting that the market can gap up or gap down. That is why people take a BTSD trade. But imagine market opens flat. Both of them are looking at some loss, and both of them will book. So what happens is, whenever they book, the initial few minutes, the market, becomes very volatile in the same range. And then finally a trend is decided for that particular day. So flat opening can be a little problem, but it could be beneficial for FIs and pros because they have heavy call shots. So they'll automatically get that premium decay. But if we open flat and if we go below this level, there's a possibility we may travel down to 42, 500 or 550. Okay. So there is a technique for expiry. Maybe I'll cover this in a separate video. But what happens on an expiry is, usually on an expiry, Okay, Bank Nifty will break one round strike. Okay, I'll make a separate video on this based on some examples from chart examples also. You will love it. Okay, so it will Bank Nifty usually breaks one round strike on an expiry day. So what does that mean? For example, if it is opening above 43,000, okay, if it opens above 43,000, and if it is breaking 43,000, it is a one round number break. If that happens, then on that day, 42,500 will not break. Okay, it will not break. If you ask me, is this 100% correct? No, it is not 100%. Market is all about probability. And as I told you, I'll show you example, and you can also check after listening to this from my mouth. So you can also check it will, if it has broken one round number, then it will not break the other round until and unless if there is any serious situation or any news based trading, that time it may break two round numbers, but it will only break one now round number. So now imagine, so if we are opening above 43,000 and if we are breaking 43,000, then the target that we can expect is around 42,700 and then eventually 42,500 or 550. But it will not break 550 and we can expect a sharp reversal also. So this could be one of the trade on the downside. And imagine tomorrow we are opening flat or slightly gap down, which means already below 43,000. Then we may travel to 42,500. Then there we'll have to see whether they are breaking 42,500 or not. Okay, because I told you that they usually break one round number. If you remember last expiry, what happened? Bank Nifty was it was trading below 43,000 and it went I'm sorry, it went to 42 500. Okay, I still remember I had said that it can come to 42 400 also, but it did not break the round number of 42 500. Okay, so when it did not break the round number of 500, then I knew that there is a possibility that it may break 43,000 because one round number it will definitely break. I'm showing you a live example of that. Let me take it to last expiry. Last expiry. One video and I'm getting for back to it. So yeah, this is the last expiry, 29th December. Okay, where it opened below 43,000. See, it took for supported 42,500 and eventually it broke 43,000 and it went all the way past to 43,500 and it did not break 43,500. So this is what I'm saying, that if it will definitely break one of the round number. Sometimes the market can be completely sideways. It will not break round number. It can trade between 42,500 to 43,000 tomorrow. It may also happen, but always keep in mind that if one round number is broken, then you are safe there. Okay, if it is not breaking any round number and it is just consolidating there, like in our case, tomorrow, if market opens say below this, and in the first half it is just trading sideways here, but it is not breaking 43,000 on the upside, then we know that sharply it can come down to 42,500 in the second half. Okay, so this is the kind of trade that I do. Like I said, not to make this video big, so we'll complete the I'll cover this topic separately someday. So flat opening, in the first half, we could see some selling pressure. Like I said, the first target should be 42,700 and eventually 42,500. A gap up opening is the best trade. Flat opening, and if it comes down, obviously your quantities should be lesser. Okay. Should we take the reversal trade? Yes, you can. But if it comes to 42,500, and maybe I'll post in the Telegram channel in case if I could see any sharp reversal. Okay. Uh, so this is my view on Bank Nifty. We did not discuss gap down opening. So obviously, if market opens gap down, then FIs and pros both are in profits. But we'll have to pity our retailers because they'll be in loss. So there is a possibility that we may consolidate for some time and we may cover up the position also. So in this case, we'll have to check which side of round number uh, the possibility is that we can trade that. So if we open gap down, we may see some selling pressure. If it immediately goes to 42,500, then that's great. But in case immediately if it comes back, then definitely we will short here, expecting for the same low first, and then eventually 42,500. Okay. But if it opens gap down and if it starts consolidating, then you will have to look for the option chain data. Okay. But any which ways, like on an expiry, it is always better you look at the option chain. So this is my view on Bank Nifty. Let's quickly check out Nifty. We'll wind this call. Yeah. So this is Nifty. So Nifty is also in a range kind of a thing, and only about this place. I think this is around 18,130, something like that. Correct, 18,130. So only above 18,130, it can become a little bullish. Like we need follow through also. Then we can expect it to go back to 18,210, 230. But it is still under selling pressure. So same like Bank Nifty, any gap up opening. And if we get around 18,100, best place to go short. Target should be the same place, 18,000 to 18,030, something like that. And if we open flat and if we break this level, then we can see an immediate dip until 17,900 also. Okay. And but a gap up can in Bank Nifty's case, a gap up can kind of put it on sideways because we are already in that sideways channel or that range, and the gap up can continue to keep it in that particular range. And gap down opening, like I said, a gap down immediately if it comes to this place, then you can go short. Okay. But then if it doesn't come to that place and it is consolidating here, then that means these people are booking their profits, and there could be a possibility we may see a recovery for the exit opportunity for the retailers. So this is my view on Nifty and Bank Nifty for tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Let's meet in another video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.